fast track has arrived. It's actually our old one we traded in 2 years ago. So that's going to replace that one while it goes in. And we look at the axle on it. This was Monday's quiz question. What was in the box?
So, it's a belt for our John Deere mower.
There we go. You wouldn't think it'd fit in that, would you? People said grinding discs.
Squashed up.
Yeah, this is the one we traded in 2 years ago. Back. Let's see how many hours are on it now. Oh, the middle's missing out the steering wheel. It's done 3,800 hours now. I think it's done more hours traded in than when... I think we'd only done about 1,500 or 1,800, haven't we? It's getting to the point now where it's difficult to tip in the doorway. So Morgan's just shoving it up as much as he can now. Got this the other day and it didn't have the numbers written on, so you knew which one was missing. So anyway, good old Sharpie, I've done that now. Hopefully they won't go missing. Now I've written that on it, they won't, obviously. Just looking, United Utilities are here delivering some biosolids. Guys there just stockpiling it, and then we're gonna hopefully get it spread in the morning. Dry up a little bit by then as well, hopefully. Still a little bit wet in this corner. Actually doesn't smell too bad at all, to be fair. Might when we've spread it like, but... This is Tom Davis. He's like, get me on the video. So he's just stockpiling it. So they're backing in the wagons off the road on them mats. He's throwing it back and then he's throwing it twice so that we can get it out of this wet bit. The wagons could have run further down the track, but it's a footpath, so they'd have probably got moaned at for that. But yeah, he's going to get 500 tonne here. And then we'll get it spread on this field. The demo spreader that was supposed to arrive today is coming tomorrow now, which is a shame because I think they must have had to have a movement order for it or something. So, don't know whether they start with our spreader or we just wait till that arrives. But yeah, there we go. That is biosolids, which is processed human kind of stuff. Yeah, so you kind of eat food and your body turns it into that. We'll get it on here, get some OSR drilled. You know what you're doing there?
Yeah.
This is the 130 quid blower. It's a backpack one, so we're going to try that as well. The £64 one is still going. It's got a bit warmer, so we're going to go cutting for Bill. But there's a knife section gone. Look at that, we're wheat is built the other day. There's a knife section gone on the end of here. That one there, which is really annoying because it's one of them ones that's you have to slide the knife out to change because it's sandwiched in between. Yeah, I think, yeah, it's easy to slide it out. So I'm just going to quickly change it now before we go to the field. But just have to undo these two bolts here. Pull that off the drive. That's what's called a wobble box. That goes in there and it's eccentric, so it's offset like a cam. It makes that go backwards and forwards when it's cutting. So we'll slide that out, change that knife section. It's the third one in. 1, 2, 3. And off we go again then, hopefully. Took the bolts out, hopefully. Slacken them ones there. Hopefully that'll tap out. Easy enough. Slide a new one in. Rob's getting out the toolbox now. How many? Just one. That should go in here now. Easy enough. Put the bolts back in. Like that. And then that one there. Put the nut on. Tighten up with this gun. It used to be riveted on these years ago. It used to be a bit of a pain doing them in the field. Tighten either side, one's back up. That's it, and then slide that up. Is that tight? Oh yeah. Let's tighten the other one. Slide that back in. That's 17.5 foot long, that bar. Just tap that up with the hammer so it lines up with the bolts. Then put these bolts back in there. Tighten them and we're good to go. Do you know what? Dropping a pin is so easy. So me and Rob set off with a header from a different field and we changed that knife section. Just drop the pin to live. She puts in her phone. Arrived at the field just as we put the header on. Perfect. Probably can't see actually now, but it was sinking a little bit, that trailer, when it was going slow.
The field must feel wet.
I think I really do need to clean that sensor because it's saying that it's 11.5% moisture. Now I know it's dusty, but there is no way it is. But look at there, just gobbling it up. Sheaf after sheaf a week, just flying in. Not a bad day's cutting so far. Try and wear that song out. That was a bit wet there, so I had to back up at the end when I was turning. I knew I'd be waiting for a trailer, so I thought I'll cut these little, what we'd call tongue sharps, which is the little triangle bit. It's a bit slower going, so rather than cutting in the big blocks and filling up really quickly and waiting even longer, I did the fiddly bits. Unfortunately, I went down the hill no problem, turned around to come back up. Tank was nearly full, started sinking, so I've had to back out and then just pull up on the dry headland. Now I'll get empty. Once I've got rid of the weight out the grain tank, I'll go back down the hill and I'll cut this little bit and then we'll get back into the block of the field. It is a natural hollow, and obviously we had rain yesterday, no day before, 17 mil, and you can't see from here, but that bit of the field there, that actually had water laying the tram line as well. So yeah, just wait for a trailer now and get rid of some weight and then we can carry on, because obviously that hopper, if I climb up, the fancy to stand on, it's pretty fun. So just waiting now. While I'm waiting, I've jumped on to stretch my legs. So yeah, yesterday's quiz question as well was how many hours was the combine on. So yesterday afternoon it clocked over 250 hours. 50 of them were actually done on the road though, weren't they? When we did John O'Groats Land, then that was the engine hours that were blocked up. Look how dirty it is. It actually looks like it's been digging the potatoes. Totally all the tracks and the tyres covered in mud. It's extreme season for it, really. I mean, even this bit of the field, you can see where I've been turning around. It's just like straw, though, isn't it? Actually, you can see where it's sort of like the back axles, back tyres have just like flicked up the soil because it's just sticky and muddy. But yeah, that was the wet bit. In fact, I still can't see my trailer, so I might walk down to where it was wet and show you. You can't really see, but it's a bit of an uphill slope. But this is the first time I've had to back up all harvest, so I haven't done too bad. Probably cut 1,500 odd acre now, maybe more. There's a bit of water there. See, it's just really boggy ground. So it just started sinking and I could just feel the tracks slipping, and still quite a bit more uphill. So we decided that it was harder behind me, so put it in reverse, backed up, and then come round that corner there, that headland where I'd gone the other day. Sorry, where I'd gone an hour ago, because I knew that was quite dry. But yeah, first time I've backed up all harvest. Well, not obviously like you back up in corners, but I mean because of wet weather. Look here, see this spider's web? Totally caught all the chaff, like a net of chaff. See? You often get that, especially at night. You see them a bit more. Just thinking, we don't really need any talc in them tracks now. Not going to generate much heat from the rubber on rubber, is it? Even there, get him locked up. For the last few months or the last few weeks, something big has been going on in the background that I've not told you about, because it's been taking ages. But it's one of the reasons why I've been getting upset about interest rates. Anyway, it was supposed to happen on Friday, but didn't. Anyway, it's now Tuesday and it has done. but this was filmed on Friday because it was supposed to happen then. Now you might wonder why I'm always grumpy about interest rates. Well, the reason is this farm's been derelict for quite a while, and we've farmed the land for a long time, 16 years. Anyway, I was offered it for sale, couldn't afford it at the time, got Brookhouse up and running, earning money, could afford it, price had gone up a little bit, but it's finally completed. It took a long time to sort everything out to purchase it. There's a lot of work to go at. A lot of work. I mean, this is one of the main barns, 60 foot by 44 foot. Pretty derelict and overgrown. So a tree fell down behind and damaged the roof. Little crack in the roof there, and the skylights over here have failed, hence why it's got wet underneath and everything's growing. That gutter is absolutely goosed, so that needs sorting, because obviously anything that comes off this roof and that roof is just going to land straight in the middle. It's a bit of tidying up to do, as you can see. The little lean-to here, the roof has just basically collapsed inside here. You can see it properly. There's the tin sheets there, so that obviously wants sorting out before it starts. The purlins start damaging that building there. The gutter on that one is a bit knackered. One of the roof purlins here has fell out and left a hole there. The yard is completely overgrown. Oh, tripping over the brambles. We've kind of got concrete sticking out here. All that's overgrown to the point where you can't even see the little lean-to along here. So my uncle Oswald, the barber, used to live here, so I used to do their combining for him. They moved out, I think, 16, 17 years ago. It was left empty. Someone then had kept horses in some of the stables, and the house, not the house, but the stables. Some pigsties here, some stables here. It's a nice sort of courtyard. That's the house over there. It needs a good refresh. The gutter's desperately need cleaning out. You can see they're full of grass and stuff. This building here, remember my uncle putting this up, he had beef cattle in it. It's pretty sound, apart from all the roof lights have perished. So again, needs some new roof lights and a new ridge. Don't think the floor's concrete, so that really wants stripping out and concreting. This building here, not really suitable for modern agriculture. It's got some more stables in it, you see, and then the same in here. You can't see, but that copper beech tree, that's where Brookhouse is, so it's literally next door. That's a nice building, make a nice house, wouldn't it? It's a little bit of student accommodation here. Backyard again, similar story, completely overgrown. Used to be some grain bins over there, that obviously needs reclaiming, and same with this sort of back of the yard as well. Never had a lot of stone on it, probably wants, there's Brookhouse, see, this kind of wants levelling off again and find a level of where the yard is. Electric board have been in, putting new poles up here. This one here though, it's got quite a bit of character in it. Got them lovely arches over there. So that'd make one day when I could afford either nice offices or Airbnb, maybe. Brick buildings aren't suitable nowadays for the farming that happens, if you will. House looks a bit dated. Get me paint sprayer on them windows, sort that out, sort the gutters out. Needs a kitchen and a bathroom. There's a loft up there as well, it's a bit spooky. In fact, I'll show you. Sandstone steps. There's There's the spooky loft. Yeah, so there's a lot of work to do. Still a lot of work over the road to do as well, but the opportunity was there and went for it. It is an absolute money pit, but it has got a lot of potential, and hopefully fortune favours the brave and we can tidy it up, get these buildings usable for storing straw, fertiliser, anything like that, seed. You can even get a water tank up here as well for when we're spraying. Rob's probably going to move in the house. He's living in one at the moment that I'm selling, so he'll move up here, keep an eye on the place up this way as well, with Brook House being opposite, especially when the hot tub runs out of logs. He can sort that out for the hen doos. Yeah, so much work to do. Interest rates are completely against me at the moment, so do appreciate everyone watching the YouTube channel, because the income from YouTube is helping at the moment with the old interest rate job, and also people buying merch also helps a lot as well. So watch this space for any developments here. Thank you everyone for watching, and this is Wellbrook Farm. Yeah, so for the last weeks and months there's all sorts been sort of getting in the way from that purchase happening. So that's probably why I've been a little bit more grumpy, a little bit more stressed than normal during the stressful wet harvest. But anyway, thanks for everyone's support on the stressful harvest, because obviously I couldn't tell you all what was going on. But yeah, exciting times, risky, because obviously interest rates are totally rubbish at the moment. But hopefully, bit of work, we can get it earning its own keep. So there we go. That's it. That was the farm, the new farm. So yeah, feel a bit don't know what the word is, nervous about it all, but there we go. So that's all for today. Here's on the birthday bumper. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Seed stock update. They're on the way to Spalding's tomorrow. Make your phone Spalding up and say, Ian's told me to phone you. I believe you got a seed stock. They say, yeah, we got loads. We have Craig Newton is 19, Steve McMorrin is the big 40, as is Danny Allenson, also 40, Dave Wilson is 45, Neil Campbell was 50 yesterday, but we got the name wrong, sorry about that. Malcolm Dunn, Heather Fisher. Try saying that in a hurry. 43,184 raised. Thank you very much and happy birthday to everyone on there.
That sweet corn's got some height to it, and it'll maize. I think that's just for sort of wildlife cover, maybe for pheasants. It's another Joe Seals ending. That really is it for today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. If you made it this far, click like. Amazing. Bye.